Officials have described how the gunman, who, as you say, has been identified as a former policeman, entered this childcare facility. One witness has told the Reuters news agency that he first shot dead 4 or 5 staff at the facility, including a woman who was 8 months pregnant, and then he turned on the children, and more than 20 children, up to about 24, killed there. There was also mention of a knife being used. These details are still coming in, but incredibly grim. He was initially reported to be on the run. He'd left the scene in a pickup truck, but now officials have confirmed that he'd gone to his home. He killed his wife and his children and himself. So we may have a death toll of now nearly up to 40.
But first, a global medical product alert has been issued for 4 Indian-made cough and cold medicines that could be linked to the deaths of 66 children in the Gambia. After having been alerted by authorities there, the WHO, the World Health Organization, has rushed to raise the alarm about promethazine oral solution, Cofexmalin baby cough syrup, Macof baby cough syrup, and Magrip and cold syrup. Last month, Gambia's health ministry asked hospitals to stop using syrup paracetamols, pending the outcome of an investigation after over 24 children died of kidney failure.
Toya, North Korea has fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles into the East Sea. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff announced the launch on Thursday morning, saying that they were spotted at around 6 a.m. to 6:20 a.m., and the launch sites were from the area of Samseok in Pyongyang. Further details are still being analyzed, and the South Korean Army is working closely with the U.S. to be fully prepared for more provocations. According to Japan's NHK and Kyodo News, the Japanese government said the 2 ballistic missiles landed just outside of its exclusive economic zone. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told reporters that the North's missile launch is totally unacceptable and urged the officials to swiftly provide details of the weapons to the public. This follows the North firing an intermediate-range ballistic missile on Tuesday from Mupyeongni in its northern province of Chagang.
The Ukrainian flag is hoisted once again in Kherson. The soldiers have recaptured a village that had been fought over for a week. The residents welcome them in tears. In the south, Ukraine's counteroffensive has been a stunning success. Kyiv's forces have recaptured thousands of square kilometers of their territory, their advances shown here in blue. Progress also in the east. Ukraine has regained full control of the strategic city of Liman in the Donbas region. Every half hour, they send a message to Moscow's forces in the form of mortar shells. The commander shows us the ammunition inventory. These Russian shells are like trophies for the Ukrainian infantry.
На данный момент у нас только
All Russian?
All Russian, yeah.
All Russian?
Yeah.
From Izum?
Yeah.
From Izum?
Изюм, Лиман, конечно. Мы все возвращаем, мы себе ничего не оставляем.
Tensions are escalating between arch rivals Palestine and Israel. The conflict-hit zone claims that Israeli forces shot dead a Palestinian, leaving 2 others injured, as Israel and Palestine exchanged heavy fire in the Westbank on Wednesday. Now, according to Palestinian Health Ministry, the deceased was a 21-year-old man who died of a bullet wound on his head near Nablus city, where the crossfire took place, while 2 journalists who were reportedly employees of the state television network were left injured. The Israeli army has confirmed an operation in the village of Deir al-Hattab, claiming that it carried out the operation to apprehend Salman Imran, who was suspected of involvement in an attack against Israelis in the West Bank on Sunday.
The OPEC oil-producing countries and their allies have agreed to slash their output over the coming months. At a meeting in Vienna, OPEC Plus, which also includes Russia, decided to reduce production by 2 million barrels per day. The move aims to support oil prices, which have fallen by 30% since June. US President Joe Biden, though, says he's disappointed by the decision, which he's called short-sighted.
Authorities in Africa's most populous country, Nigeria, say the last 23 hostages held by gunmen who carried out a major attack on a train in the northwest at the end of March have regained their freedom. The head of security in Kaduna State, Samuel Aruwan, confirmed the release of the hostages and their care by the authorities. On March 28, 8 people were killed and dozens abducted when assailants detonated a bomb on a railway track and opened fire on the train from the capital, Abuja, to Kaduna. This extremely sophisticated attack against a train considered safe until then had particularly shocked Nigerians.
Captain Ibrahim Traoré was appointed president of Burkina Faso on Wednesday. The appointment comes less than a week after the latest coup in the West African country, the second in less than 9 months. The spokesman for the Patriotic Movement for Safeguarding and Restoration made the announcement on national television. Burkina Faso plunged into turmoil last weekend when Lieutenant Colonel Damiba, who had seized power in January, was toppled by newly emerged rival Ibrahim Traoré.